too often when it comes to college to career, we see finger pointing. And that's one of the things that's so neat about this particular space, is it's one of the few places in education where the interests of all three of the stakeholder groups are 100% aligned. Students want to get jobs, and they want to get the right jobs. Colleges want their students to get jobs upon graduation and get great jobs, and the companies want to hire better. And what's great is all three of those stakeholder groups are in the room together trying to think about how do we do this in a way that everyone benefits.
This conversation is very close to home for me. So I am a first-generation college student. Hearing from others just kind of talk about their own transitions, right? Those things set the right foundation of the why behind the work. And if you get too focused on the what and don't spend time on the why, you lose sight of, like, what is this all for in the first place? And it becomes an exercise of completion and not an exercise of substance.
And it was so beautiful to see the trust building and the ways that all of these groups came together towards a common problem. I've had several people come up to me and say, I've been working in education-related spaces for 15 years, for 20 years, and I've never worked together with these groups of people, and then them also acknowledging that that's the way to do it.
I think it's so awesome just with being a student and being included. I think it's great, the fact that they're even giving the students a voice. To have a lot of the opinionated students come forth and just give, their thought process, I think is so helpful in this particular setting, because it adds to a lot of the new innovative ideas that we have.
What surprised me was the synergy that me and my team had, because we're all from very diverse backgrounds and we all have very different interests. So I was really impressed to see people really humble down and listen to me, even though I'm way younger.
I appreciate the opportunity not only for the perspective of first-generation students and first-generation employment, but it's also the process. I'm completely changed, so I can't unlearn what I just learned. So it's a great coaching opportunity.
Human-centered design is you move people slowly through the work to learn from the folks that they're designing for. And in our case with the UIA, it's designing for our low-income and first-generation students on our campuses. And once they get to this point where they've done all of that hard work, then they can turn the corner and move so much more quickly, because now they get it, they understand it. So any of the promising concepts that are coming out of the last 2 years worth of work and this week's work, they can feel confident knowing that, wow, we really talk to a lot of people, we learn from our students, and this is what they need. My hope is that this week will have been the catalyst for some very deep, robust partnerships and modeling what robust partnerships between campuses and employers look like.
We're in a really great place for our campus teams to identify and work with employers and take some of the exploration that they've been doing to truly push forward into the next stages and into the future of this work. And I'm inspired by their passion and their dedication to this. Like, it's incredible to see them show up in Arizona from across the country to really take time to reflect on themselves and to do these ideation and brainstorming, to create concepts, to understand how they fit in the bigger picture, and then get excited about how am I going to go back and share this with my campus? What am I going to do to ensure that other people know what we discussed here, what happened here, and how we're going to push that forward? How are we going to ensure that this continues in the future?
Because of the partnership between Strata and the UIA, that is the driving force behind enabling all of this change and culture change across our campuses, and now even across sectors between campus and employer.